Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome back. Prison Architect. We're taking care of all these prisoner uniforms. Got to turn them into dump. Got to turn them into trash because crazy prison, right? People have lost their minds in this wing and taken all the clothes and just dumped them all over the floor. They're going nuts, all right? Lost their minds, just like some of you. Seriously. I took a day off. I said, hey, you know what? Family time. That's important. You know, I got a kid, all right? I got a wife. Family time is important. So I took some. And wouldn't you know it, take some family time and guess what happens? Everyone loses their minds. Where did you go? Where's the next prison architect? I get, you guys love this. I get it. Thank you. Thank you. I seriously, for your interest. Thank you. But like, can a guy like take a day off without really feeling bad about it ever? Just saying. Can we do that? I feel like I should be able to. I'm just messing with you guys now. Seriously though, it was a nice time though. Went to the park and stuff. My kid is 4 years old. He's riding a bike now. Well, okay, he's somewhat riding a bike on his own. Very, very close to riding a bike on his own. Yeah. The game has just been patched. I have no idea if it's going to fix stability issues. I'm hoping it does. I got high hopes, about it, but I honestly, like it's one of those things where the game can have bugs and you can experience bugs, but if you don't report them, it's kind of like complaining about who wins the election when you don't vote. If you don't report the bugs, you got to report them, all right? So if you get them, report them so that they can fix them. Include your save files, okay? I do it. I report the bugs I see, although most of my bugs are crashes, but I send my crash dumps, okay? Just saying, they're saved right there in the doohickey, in the thingamajig, in the folder thingy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want your comments down below. Here's what I want you to answer for me, because I can't decide which one to do. And I go back and forth. I've asked Discord. By the way, you should join our Discord. Link in the description. Beautiful community there. Awesome people. Get to know them if you want. If you're thinking to yourself, it'd be cool to have just like a real chill environment that I can talk about Prison Architect. I can talk about Kerbal Space Program. I could talk about the games that I like, and we can converse with other people, some of which are even in game design. I'd like to talk to people like that. Where could I do that in a really chill, safe environment that's kind of centered around this YouTuber that I watch? Well, you can do so. The link in the description, the Discord. It's very nice. It's very cool there. I like it there. In any case, I go back and forth and I'm asking, do I do Kerbal Space Program first? I want to do Realism Overhaul. I want to do RP1. It's the career mode for Realism Overhaul. Changes the whole game up. And, I have, I don't know, 100 hours in Realism Overhaul, but a long time ago. So it's going to be a bit of a refresher, especially since the last experiences I had with it were RP0, and it was at least a year ago, I think. But I got to the moon, all right? I orbited the moon, the actual moon, not the moon from the base game. You have to forget everything that you know about Kerbal Space Program. If any of you know anything about it at all, you just have to kind of forget about a lot of the stuff that you know and, unlearn the bad habits, which is not that difficult to do, okay? You just need a good tutorial, which, the game doesn't really provide. So in that case, you just need a good teacher, which I never had, and I still don't consider myself to be one. But I think if you watch me play it and you're interested in space, if you're interested in space, then it might be a cool series for you, Or would you rather see RimWorld? I know there's a bunch of you that have expressed interest in RimWorld. Now, I want to be clear here, okay? Although I have 400 hours in RimWorld, RimWorld is one of those games where you can play for 1,000 hours and still be learning, right? It is not a game that you master in a couple hundred hours. It just isn't, all right? But I have my reservations. I have my timid, I'm going to call them timid reservations about this. All right? About the arrangement of playing RimWorld for you folks. Okay? And I'll tell you why. My reservations are because RimWorld is one of those games that has been played like a lot. All right? Seemingly everyone has played that game, it seems. Okay, and because of that, there's a lot of propensity for everyone to come on in and want to tell me everything in the world that they want me to do, right? There's a propensity for what we like to call backseat gaming. Now, this game has it too, and certainly my comments have been full of it. But unlike RimWorld, I know Prison Architect pretty damn well. And so 90% of the time, the stuff that people's telling me, I already know it, right? Maybe I forgot it in the heat of the moment while recording for video. Or maybe I misspoke about something small. But I know everything about this game, right? So it's like, or at least everything that's important, right? There's certain things that maybe aren't as important. Like the fact that Connigan here is roaming free with his free time. No, sorry, yard time. Excuse me. Connigan, what are you doing? Excuse me, sir. What in the actual... Hold on. You know what I've done? Hang on. I think I know... All right, hold on a minute, staff. Hang on. Deployment. Yes, he's now able to go all the way down because I opened up this. I opened this, which, you know, lets them... I opened this so that medium security could get to these guys. But by doing that, I've also enabled this canteen. So... him to go through the canteen. So what I'd like to do instead here is we're going to just make a quick little mulligan here on this arrangement. All right. I'm going to go... This is going to end up blocking... This is going to end up... Well, it's not going to block that toilet entirely. But we're going to go like this. We're going to have just these two little doors. Okay. I want this put in immediately. It's like a little airlock thing. Now, I want to go and find Connigan because he's able to get in where the shared environment is, and I don't want that. Yeah, he's in here recruiting gang members. Go back to your cell, please. Go take him to his cell. Go take him to a cell, please. Somebody. Go take him. Go take him to his cell, please. Yeah, back to your cell, Connigan. Get back to your cell. And this is going to make it go dangerous because Connigan is, you know, on his way back after doing things. He did manage to get one, son of a bee. He's pretty sly. All right, hold on. Get this done. And done. Okay, so what we're going to do for this, there's now this little tiny section that can be accessed. I'll make this max sec only. By doing that, Connigan won't be able to get back there anymore. At least that's the idea anyway. Now, they're kicking off because I'm punishing Connigan. So we're just going to forgive his punishments and let him go about his business. Yeah, and I'm no longer punishing him. It looks to me like I'm probably punishing the other one. Indeed. I indeed am. Excuse me. Get in here. And end the punishment, please. Okay, so all the gang members, all the gang leaders, they're not being punished anymore, so... Let's get the situation under control, please. You guys can do it. I believe in you. You have a formal riot. We don't have very many of those. Guards are dying. Killed by prisoner with dog leash. Wow. The dog handler was killed by his own leash. Now that... There might be some sort of poetic justice for whatever prisoner did that. Oh, he's outside the walls, is he? But he's not trying to escape, so he's not being shot at. If he decides to change his mind, he's getting shot. All right, another death? Oh, that's the prisoner died. Prisoner died by guard dog. Wait, the guard dog just... Oh, wait, so hold on. Did this guy... kill the guard and then the dog got revenge on his master's kill. This is awesome. I'm just saying. This is great. I mean, you know, it sucks for the dog handler, but the dog finally getting revenge afterwards, that's pretty kick-ass, let me tell you. I think that's really awesome. Doctor, can you go heal this dog? Is that something you can do, or is that something you're capable of? No, go. I don't even... Actually, that's something I don't know about this game. Will the doctors heal the dog, or does the dog just need to return to his pen? It looks like... It doesn't look like the doctors healed dogs. So where's the dog going, I wonder? I don't think I've ever actually watched a dog. Like, once their master was dead, I don't think I've ever actually watched a dog walk away. They can obviously open doors. Well, I mean, I guess, no, that's a servo. No, that one was clearly the dog. The dog did this. He's carrying jail keys. The Dalmatian carries jail keys. I assume he's going to get out of here and just leave the map now. I guess that's what happens. Poor doggy. Walks away sad. I'm sorry. That was my fault, though. So anyway, I made this little spot here. And if we just remove the room designation from this, then what we're left with is just this spot here where, you know, Supermax and Maximum can get in here, but they can't get in. Supermax can't get in here, and therefore they can't get in here. So that solves that little problem, and it doesn't block the toilet or anything, so that's good. Now, another thing is this doormat. It's sitting on top of the plate. So it's permanently on top of the plate. I don't know, something about me said that if I put the doormat down first and then the plate, that it wouldn't be on top of the plate, but that's not the case. So there you go. Whatever, it's fine. It's one of those details, right, that a lot of people will notice, but it's like it doesn't matter, so I don't care. But I'll fix it. Okay. Should we get more cells? I mean, we want to raise our prisoner capacity to 500, right? That's the ultimate goal. Another ultimate goal is to buy land, and I want to set up a really kick-ass, like, super intensive, criminally insane wing over here. Its own area on the other side of the road. And then we're going to turn all of this into maximum again, right? And then I want to expand this way and get a medium security set up again. So why don't we work on that, since I've got plenty of moolah now. So we'll just do this real quick. And then I'm also going to do this for the time being. And it all requires an entrance. So we'll put in staff doors for now. We'll say staff door through here and one here. Hopefully that's enough to trigger it. Free fire is a thing, folks. You might want to cool it, all right? They got shotguns. Dowell, who really wants to transfer but is incapable of just behaving enough. Like, look at his bowels. Like, no, actually look at his bowels. I'm not saying you need to look at his bowels. I'm saying look at the bladder bowel needs. He's right next to his toilet. Just, like, you know, use it if you weren't too busy damaging it. You know what I mean? Like, if you just stop breaking your shit, then you can use that stuff you broke to satisfy your needs. Huh? Like, instead of peeing all over the floor, you crazy asshole. And then I'm wondering about this area here. I haven't decided like what I want to do with this. Part of me thought maybe a shop, they could do it during their free time, and then medium could come up here and man it, because they can access this corridor, right? So I thought if I went with walls and said, hey, look, slummy walls. Or maybe not slummy walls, maybe brick walls here, you know? Maybe we have better walls here. We do brick walls, kind of like this. How big does the shop have to be? 4x4. It's beautiful. It's almost as if I planned it. Right, like this, right? All the way to the end, I guess. Why not? So big shop right here. And then we just take the door and we can put it, you know, like in here. How about just like right here? Put the door in here. And then we'll have shop shelves and all that stuff set up. Shop, 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 shop. Where is it? There it is. Put this right here. And then we need it to be adjacent to another room. That's a requirement. So we're going to put this as a common room right here. This area here is a common room now. I don't really want it to go with the words like that, so we're gonna leave it like this. But by making this a common room, it allows us to put the shop front on it pretty much any wall we want in that case. So I kind of do want this shop front to be there too, but we're gonna leave it like this. Okay, so shop front, shop shelves. Okay, good. One. Let's just say, you know what? Let's just go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then the table. We'll put a couple of tables down. 1, 2. It's fine. And then the shop front goes, let's say here. Calculator facing in. So now we can have somebody man the shop and other people can work here at the same time. It all works out. Radiator. We're going to pop this. I mean, it comes to actual fact, I don't think we have radiators. Like, nothing in here is warm already. So if we put this radiator down here and put another one in this hallway, maybe over here, kind of wherever, we should be able to get the hot water boiler, right? Kind of like, I guess we'll just do this for a second, but we should be able to, where is this at? Right there. Should be able to hook all that up. And then with that all done, we can go into logistics and assign 5 prisoners to work here. And with their alternating schedules, there's a pretty good chance Maximum Security can buy stuff. And then I kind of want them to work both ways here, right? So maybe we... All right, now here's a thought. I mean, here's a thought, okay? Instead of the shop shelf being here, and the common room, right, just being over here, because this is like maximum only on the common room, right? What if instead we bring this wall to here like this, and we then demolish this one as soon as this is built. Then we demolish this one, right? Opens this up and have this be the common room front over here, right? So they enter into here and they just buy it. But this allows both security levels to just work here, right? They both access it through this door. And it doesn't matter because, like, when they leave the shop, right, you might be thinking, well, why not have a door here or whatever? Well, it's because of this metal detector. If I put the doors within this hallway, they're all covered by that one detector, right? And I guess I could put it here instead, but I think this will be okay as is. I don't think I need to change anything right now. So we'll have this done, and then I think what I also want to do, just to help with the heat, because there's a couple of radiators right here, I'm going to stick a window here, and we're going to stick windows inside these offices. And that's just going to help the heat sort of spread out in this area. And we'll put a window in right here too. Right? That's good. I like this. And then finally, we'll have, let's say, a servo. No, not a servo. Camera. We'll have one of these CCTV cameras. And I don't know, we'll just have it like in here maybe, watching the shop. Kind of like this. I guess we could put it inside the shop like this. That would go back and forth across this area. That might be good enough. Let's see how that works out, because what we should have here is a period of time in which medium security can work this store and serve maximum during free time, and then a vice versa situation where maximum can work there and serve these two. Actually, I don't think they can serve minimum, can they? Yeah, they can. Minimum can go all the way up here and get that if they want to. So this is going to be like a really core shop. So I'll go ahead and get it hooked up to the cameras too. Right here. Are you... What you got? 7 out of 8. Perfect. Come all the way over here and bam. Okay. Good. So yeah, that's what I'm curious about for you guys. Kerbal Space Program, Realism Overhaul, or RimWorld. Now, with RimWorld, again, this is a game that's been played a lot for years. It is like, it's incredibly difficult. Nay, I'll go with impossible for me to really provide truly original content with that game. So it's an intimidating idea purely from a content creation standpoint, in the sense that I don't know how I can bring additional value to that game, right? When I play something, we're going to use these marble tiles, by the way. I finally decided on how I want the floors to look here. Marble tiles on the non-path areas, just because it makes it look cool. That's pretty much the only reason I ever do this. Because I like the way it looks. All the way through. You know what? This can all stay, but this is all marble here and here. Good. And then here and here and here. And all the way through here. I might make this entire thing just marble right now. I like it in the MaxSec wing especially, because when they kick off, it's kind of a twisted reason really, but when they kick off and they do things they're not supposed to do, right? It's really easy to see all the blood on the white floor. It's the only reason I do it, because they're gonna kick off. The cells, I think I'll just leave those original for now. It looks grungy enough. Are there floor tile materials that degrade the cell rating, though? I mean, I see the yard rating going down, but I don't see any material for floors that reduces cell ratings. Jungle encampment. Hey, that might be kind of an idea. We can make like a jungle prison, right? Oh, here's an idea I wanted to try too. Because I've got 2 other prison ideas, and I guess I only had one, but now I have another one. One would be like a jungle prison, where we can see, you know, I don't know, we can make believe that we're in like, I don't know, prisoner of war camp in 1960s Vietnam or something. We could put like bamboo everywhere and just have these outdoor-ish, kind of like Prison Town was, where all the cells are outdoors, right? But they're all bamboo walls and stuff. Can I do that? Can I have that be indoors? This is indoor only for bamboo, which is fine on the floors, because the cells have to be indoors. But does the walls have to be outdoor? They do. If I think I can still make that work. I would have to bring the foundation. I'd have to do foundation. Well, I could do these overgrown walls. I mean, that still looks... It's just, why would I build it there? That's like the hardest place for my workmen to reach. Build it over here so I can see what this looks like. You know what? Just really quick in the yard. Build it right here just so I can see what this looks like. Oh, that's not bad. That could work. I actually wish... Well, I don't wish. Like, it would have been cool to have these walls for my maze prison, but eventually it ended up being that way anyway, because I built the maze and then I didn't have a gardener. So the walls ended up, you know, getting growth on them, if you will. That was cool. The maze prison was a lot of fun to build. We did that live. I'll link it in the description for this video so you can check it out if you like to. It's on Steam. Oh, the question about, like, if I'm going to share this prison later. I share all my prisons, right? I don't think I've ever not shared one of my prisons. I share them all. I wait until they're done to share them, though. I don't share them beforehand. So, like, when it's done and we're, like, all built out, then I'll share it with you. Because, like, I don't know. That's just how I do it. I don't really care to do it any other way. Also, the staff door. What gives, man? demolish this, please. Get rid of it. And then hopefully that will open this up. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Does that not work? I'm going to say that doesn't work. Come on, it's fine. There is an entrance. It's a silly game. All right, so we're going to do the same thing we had to do before, and I got yelled at for not removing the wall. There's a door over there. You should move it. I have to put the door down so that they'll finish this and then take the door away. And if I don't take the door away, then, you know, there we go. Yeah, it's because this is going to be a wall. There's no way to, like, cancel that out ahead of time. All right, so let's see if them get this thing done, and then let's put the brick wall in again. Sounds good. Okay. So this is going to transition and move. We're going to get rid of this door, and then we're going to get rid of these. But we're not really going to get rid of them. We're just going to pivot and just move them up along this wall. So let's take the clone tool like this, and we're just going to go bop. Actually, we're going to go bop like that. And like this. So we're just going to shift them up that way. And then once we've got that all, you know, happening, or on its way to happen, we'll just remove all of these things. And we'll dismantle all of these. And that just opens this area up. And now these guys are going to be able to move down through here and into this area for additional cells, common room, etc. Like, we'll have extra stuff over here. And then we can also wrap around this way. And then Supermax ends up being kind of completely surrounded at that point. And I care less about the fences because there's actually buildings around here, right? So at that point, we can dismantle some of the fencing if we want to, because it looks a little obnoxious, to be honest. Also, I think it's probably in our best interest not to give them any indication that there's any type of, like, speedy path out this way, now that there's no more snipers out this way. So we're just gonna, no, not sandstone, nope, not sand, wrong, sand, not sandstone, right? Sand. I want sand. I was like, in my head I was thinking, why is that highlighting the other stuff? All right, good. So we'll have sand through here, not sandstone. Sandstone would be just normal pathing. It would still slow it down compared to the other stuff, but... All right, so how many prisoners do we have capacity for? I can take a few more on pretty much every security level right now. So why don't we bump this up to, let's say, 25. Pause. Hang on. What is this? Hold on. I saw a blip like somebody was escaping. Right here. This guy. He has a freaking axe, dude. Whoa. All right, now you should get upgraded, right? Because you're in this security, you should get upgraded. You had a 2% chance to reoffend, and you did that. Like, you're up for parole soon, dude. If you would have killed that guy, you'd have been in prison for 25 more years. You're eligible for parole. You could get out tomorrow. Money laundering, insider trading, and fraud, perjury, forgery. You're not a murderer, man. Indie video game privacy. Never mind, you're a monster. I'm sorry. I take it all back. Oh my god. Like, seriously, why would a guy like this have a, like, freaking axe? Taking an axe to a guard? You gotta be nuts, dude. Who's processing this guy? Where's my guard coming to process this guy? I want to see him get upgraded, right? Because the transfer rules policy, right? He should, if he escape attempt, yeah, up. You should be moved up, right? Attack prisoner, attack staff. This should move you up. So you should be in medium now. So So I just got to get you. Yep, there he is. He's an orange shirt. So you blew it, dude. You had the life, right? You were living the good life. And you blew it. Look at what you've done. All right? Don't be like Hoyle here either and try to smuggle things out of here. Huh? What you doing, Hoyle? You gambling? Huh? You got some cards on you? Scissors. Ah, he got himself in trouble. Scissors. Dangerous weapons they are. Probably trying to protect himself from the other dude. He had an axe, and he's like, dude, I can't defend myself against it. I know he got the axe from the forestry while he was out here. This is one of the reasons why I don't like prisoners being in the forestry, because, like, they can get axes from here. Go to, is it logistics or intelligence? Intelligence. Dangers. Right? It doesn't show it. But the forestry, like, you can get access from that. I think it's the only place you can get an axe from. No. Where's this? You can get an axe from... From where? From... Not from the chapel. It's got to be from the forestry, right? Like, that's... I feel like that's got to be... A spade? You can't get a spade or a saw from the library. This has got to be misplaced or something. It's got to be forestry. Because those are all the items that you would get in a forestry. Oh, well. Look at all this stuff, too. We're making 14 grand a day, which is not a whole lot of money, admittedly. It's not. We could be making a lot more. But we don't have a whole lot of violence. And this regime is working pretty well. We don't have a whole lot of violence. Freedom needs, like, their needs are pretty well met here. You know? There's not a whole lot of people that need drugs, and we are working on that addiction. Staff needs is virtually non-existent. I mean, we're giving them... This is great. This is all solid. So I think it's time, now that we've got a solid working regime... Also, they made the deployment scheduler way bigger. Notice that? The update, the patch to the game. They changed a few things, but they made the deployment schedule a lot bigger. 4K scaling, I think is what they called it in the change log. So like things are scaling better now. So they're unloading some of the stuff in the shop, getting it on the shelves. We got somebody running the front, which right now it's work lockup. So they can't really sell anything to anyone anyway right now. But now it's work free time. So we should see people who have free time coming on in to buy books, buy luxuries, right? These are the luxury needs that prisoners have that get really upset about if they don't get their luxuries. And that's why you need the shops to operate. So for those of you guys who are new players, if you're ever wondering, how do I cater to my prisoners' luxury needs? Oh, hang on. What is the deal here? Where are they getting out at? It can't be this. Where are you getting out? And how are you? Well, see, now you're gonna get stuck by, you're gonna get shot by dogs. You got sniper fire coming at you. You got a freaking hatchet again. Oh God, what is the deal here? How are you getting out right now? Are you getting through these? It's got to be this door, right? There's no door here. Unless you're going out this way. Maybe you're... Oh, wait. It did it again, didn't it? Son of a... It's right here. This. It's this. I made this and it changed all this to shared again. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay. Well, at least we got an explanation. At least we got an explanation. Go bang up. All. Let's get this settled. Everyone go to your cells. Yep. We want to search this guy. Because he was out here, right? So he might have orchestrated a throw over. He might have. I don't know that. But he might have orchestrated someone to go and throw something over the fence for him. And then he went and got it, right? Stolen from... yeah, the hatchets just keep keep getting stolen from the forestry here. And then, you know what? I think maybe... I know I'm not tapping phones, and I would know information about tapping phones. Yeah, see, I don't think the mail is getting delivered, guys. I think I need my guards to do the mail. I'm going to hire a few more guards. I think I need my guards to do the mail. It sucks. Let's do staff only on the mailroom and see if they sort it and get it done. Because there's just too much mail now. It's just going to start piling up again. This is why we don't do mailrooms. I don't know, maybe it's just my bad luck or the way I make them. I seem to make the mailroom a different way every single series. Every time we do this, it's always a different size, different organization, different number of tables for sorting desks. And no matter what I do, mail eventually just piles up to obscene amounts in the room and no one delivers it. Whether it's prisoners working in there or staff only, nobody seems to do it. And that's just kind of been the pattern so far. And I wish I had a valid explanation as to how to fix that reliably going forward. It's just been a thing that's been pretty consistent. We got 16 gang members furious with their leaders being punished. He doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. Keeps mouthing off. All right? You don't want to mouth off. Not to my people. Right? Don't mouth off to my people. Oh, you know what happened, though? Actually, you know what? Let me see something. Did I ever staff anybody there? Yeah, 2 prisoner jobs. I did staff them. And you can see they started it, you know? 10 letters. Deliver mail. I mean, they started. Now someone's coming in. Okay, guard just went in and did it. So now the guard's got the mail, which is great. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So maybe it's only going to work now that it's minimum security, or do I have to switch it back to staff? Let me switch it back to staff and see what happens here. I want to see if it gets sorted better than this, because there's just a ton of satchels. Exports is doing well. Back up to 71K. And we wanted to take prisoners today, didn't we? I think 30. And I think we're shooting our gang leaders again. That's good. I think we'll take a few of you, a few of you, and a few of you. About like that, probably. It's a little bit... The ratio is just a little bit off. How about like this? All right. And then we're going to expand this right here. So we'll take the clone tool again. Hello, CEO. Board has decided to experiment with a number of cost-saving measures. Need you to reduce the meal quantity and meal variation policies in your prison to low. I don't like the events. I think the next prisons we make, we're not doing random events. I'm sorry. It's not like it makes it harder. It just makes it more annoying. They need better events in this game. You know? They just need better ones. Because this doesn't make it more difficult. It's just annoying that I have to do this, you know? And actually, I mean, it's going to save me. It's going to save me money, too. But, you know, I guess whatever. It's a thing. Video is 39 minutes long right now, you know? Some of you guys were like, hey, make your videos longer. But you know what? I'll tell you a little secret. You ready for this? No matter how long you guys tell me to make my videos, I'm always going to make them according to statistics and which ones and which lengths perform the best overall. What lengths ultimately lead to people watching more of the video, right? And that is like right now. Okay, so if you want longer videos, you need to do a few things. You need to convince people, which is going to be impossible because this is the internet. You can't convince people to shit. To watch more of the video when it's longer. And you need to convince people to not watch it at like 1.5 times speed. 1.25% speed, right? Because when they watch it at faster speeds... Wow, you're not going to show me any of my pipes when I'm in... Oh, I see. When they watch it in faster speeds, it decreases the watch time on the video. So when I look at that, it's a percentage proportion, right? So if you watch at 1.5 times speed on a 10-minute video, then you're really only getting... You're watching it at almost... Like, you're getting 7.5 minutes for a 10-minute video, right? So that's going to be 75%, which is really good, by the way. But you do that same thing, you know, have a whole bunch of people watching different lengths of videos. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I had a story to tell, and then I got distracted by that, and now I'm lost. The point is, I love your faces, and thank you for taking an interest in my work and saying, you know, hey, I want to see more of what you do. That in itself it's great, all right? As long as you understand that sometimes human beings need breaks, and we sometimes take breaks to spend time with our loved ones and our family and to take care of my kid, okay? Sometimes we do that. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true. All right, I am going to leave the video here, though. So, intake is happening. Hopefully, we get maybe a red leader here and there. I have no idea. If you guys like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want more vids like this one, and you want me to search toilets and stuff for tunnels and stuff. You could, yeah, we're definitely going to do that. And I will see you guys next time on Prison Architects Cleared for Transfer DLC. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing to reward the people who actually watched to the end of the video. That other prison idea, not just the, you know, Vietnamese bamboo thing. If we enable DevTools and we make the entire map nothing but water, we could try to make a prison that's like a boat. Like every time we build something, it's like we're building onto a raft or a boat kind of prison. And then the trucks are still going to come in on the road, but they'll be like the bridge. We'll use the bridge tools, right, to just bridge them onto the boat, and then it's like a boat. I don't know. It's like the closest thing to Island Bound without having Island Bound. Anyway, that was the idea. Bye bye.